You read the title right. I am moving to London for school this year. Literally in like, what, 2 months, 3 months, I'm moving to London in September for my master's program. I feel like I'm in a fever dream. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Shout out to US student loans for sponsoring this video and this whole entire next year of my life. Literally since the day that I got into the first school that I applied for, I've been wanting to talk about this, and I'm excited to like share this journey with you guys. So let's kind of like rewind to why I'm doing this. We're gonna get deep now. Let's go back to like when I graduated from college. So yeah, 2019, I graduated from college, and I graduated with my bachelor's in psychology. And I mean, like, I loved that major. It was the perfect major for me at the time. But if you know anyone that has a psychology major, they'll either become a psychiatrist or like a psychologist, anything in that field of like mental health, or they'll become a social worker, or they'll do something with teaching. There's like a lot you can do with that major. But by the time I had graduated from college, it was like I was only taking the classes because I didn't want to change my major again for like the 4th time, because I did change my major a lot of times, which is okay. Because I changed my major so many times, I had to pick up a like certificate course so that it could like make up for my classes, and I wouldn't have to like pay an extra fee because I had been taking so many extra classes. I had to pick up a certificate course thing, and it was like 6 classes, and I did it in social media and e-marketing, mainly because I've always loved marketing. But going into college, I never thought that I could be like a marketing or like communications type of person, because I'm not very social. And also, like, I went to college in like 2014, and like social media wasn't really as big as it was now. When I picked up the course, like, I had already like started my YouTube channel, I had made a couple videos. That's when I realized that I really did like social media marketing, digital marketing part of the internet. I took the course and I really liked the classes. I enjoyed the classes way more than I enjoyed my psychology classes. Also, like, psychology and marketing do kind of go hand in hand. Like, in marketing classes, they would talk about like psychology terms, and like I would understand them because I had learned them like in the beginning parts of my major. So like at the time I was like, okay, this is like pretty cool that both of these courses are kind of interconnected. But even when I graduated, I didn't have any internship experience or work experience in marketing at all, mainly because I wasn't able to work really. Like, I couldn't just do an internship where I wasn't getting money because I needed money at the time. And then once I graduated, COVID literally hit like 2 months later. When COVID hit, I was like not gonna leave my house at all. I was terrified. I mean, like most people. I was like stuck in my house for like 3 months. When the pandemic first hit, I feel like a lot of people were kind of in this like midlife crisis kind of. I mean, I'm like 25. I was 23 at the time, but like, you know, I feel like everyone was just going through like this like weird crisis where they were like, what the fuck am I doing with my life, you know? Literally all I did every day was like play Animal Crossing and like play with my dog and like cook. So I wasn't doing much and I couldn't do much. So yeah, that's like when I thought like, okay, Michelle, like figure yourself out. Like, what are you gonna do with your life? And I was like making videos and I was enjoying it, but I felt like there was more that I needed to do with myself. That's when I looked into leaving, basically, like just like not living in Florida. That's when I thought about maybe becoming an au pair in England, to do it like for the summer, so like summer of 2020. In England, you can't get a visa for a year as an au pair coming from America because you already speak English, and most au pairs go to a different country to learn the language, so they don't have that like program going from the US to England. And I didn't want to just be there for 6 months. I wanted to be there like for a whole year. I think I started looking up YouTube videos of like people that moved to England from America. People were basically like, literally the only way that you can move to England and like live there for a year is if you go to school there. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to school. Like, I guess that's what's gonna happen, because there's literally nothing else that I can do. I think it was already summer by the time I started applying to schools and looking into schools. And it was like around the time where like the cases had kind of gone down, but then they picked back up again around like Thanksgiving time. So then I'm gonna apply for January this year, 2021. I was like, you know what? I don't think it's like the right time yet. I think I should wait it out. And I'm happy that I did, because I mean, if you guys don't know, like in England, they've been in lockdown from like December up until maybe like a month or 2 ago. So I'm really happy that I didn't leave in January, because I think I literally like would have been miserable. Beginning of January, I applied to 3 schools, I think. Yeah, I applied to 3 schools. And at that time, I was still like debating if I should do it or not, because it's a lot of money that I'm gonna be like taking from student loans, and it's just like a really long process, and it's like a lot of work that I have to do, and then to like go back to school. leave. It's a lot, you know. At that time I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna apply to these 3 schools, and then in that time that I'm waiting, I'm gonna apply for a bunch of jobs. I applied to like probably 150 jobs in 2 to 3 months. I would say 2 months, 2.5 months. I applied to like so many jobs. Then I would go through the interview process with multiple places, and I would literally just like never get the job. And then once I got into the first school, I was like, okay, there's a reason why I'm not getting these jobs. And these are like full-time jobs where I'm gonna be working there for a year, and like it's gonna be a contract and all this stuff. I feel like there was a reason why I like wasn't getting these jobs, but I, you know, got accepted into the school. Like it was just like a sign from the universe to me. And it's just crazy to think that like in January, I literally had no idea what I was gonna do with my life. I was in like such a limbo with what was going on, plus like going through a pandemic where like you don't know what's gonna happen next. And I also got COVID at that time, which is like another crazy thing that I never thought would happen to me. It's just been a crazy year, and like to think that beginning of January I was like, okay, maybe I will get in, maybe I won't. If I won't, then it's a sign that I have to stay here. And then I got in and I was like, holy shit, this is like real, like I need to do this, you know. I feel like I basically just like led up to where I am right now. Around that time I was like, okay, like maybe I shouldn't move to England. Maybe I should like go to California or go to, I don't even know, like California is like really the only other place that I would see myself living in apart from like Florida or England. But then I looked at the prices for the schools, and they're just so much more expensive than like any school in England, because in England they have like a set amount of tuition for literally any school, like Cambridge, Oxford, like any random school, university that they have over there. The tuition prices are all the same, and here it's not like that. You could pay literally $30,000 a year just in tuition, but over there the minimum is like I think 9,000 or 8,000 pounds. So it's just a lot cheaper, and over there their master programs are 1 year, and over here it can vary between a year and 2 years. So I mean, in the long run you're spending way less money on the program, even though I do have to worry about like room and board and stuff like that. It's just a lot cheaper in general. September, I have my flight already booked. I booked it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think I have to like push it back a couple days because of the apartment I got, which I already got an apartment, which is very exciting. It's not like official yet, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works out and I get my apartment. And then school starts technically the 20th, and they have like a syllabus weeks, and then it starts the 27th officially. The next step is applying for my visa, and my meeting is tomorrow. Like the school's hosting a meeting just to explain the process, like let us know what paperwork we need and like all the information for that. So yeah, I'm gonna make a video just about the visa process, because I know I had a lot of questions about the visa process, and like I really didn't have much knowledge going into it. So I want to make a whole video to explain to you guys how it was for me. I mean, the process will be different for everyone, but like once I get my visa back and I have like that paperwork done, like that's it. Like I'm officially leaving. I'm obviously gonna vlog that whole entire process. I literally have no clothes because I live in Florida and it's always like higher than 80 degrees here, so that's like a whole other thing that I need to do is buy clothes. But I'm excited to bring you guys along with me through this journey, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This is still insane to me. I can't believe I'm like announcing this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.